I would liken speaking to being a farmer, right? Right? If you're a speaker, it's almost like being a farmer. And let me break that down. When you're a farmer, you show up at your farm. There's an aim to be achieved, right? Let's say, for instance, you have a piece of land to be plowed. The aim is to have a land that's plowed, right? And to achieve that aim, you need some tools, right? And you also need some personal abilities. Personal abilities like your hands. You need your hands, right? Then tools like your shovel, your cutlass. So it's the same thing for speaking, right? When you stand before your audience, there's an aim to be achieved. And what is that aim? It's the enlightenment, right? It's mind transformation, it's elevation. Let's say there is a wrong mindset that your audience is having concerning a particular subject. By virtue of you speaking to them, you drop those mindsets and you do things better. That is the aim to be achieved. And to achieve that aim, you need some personal abilities such as confidence, charisma, stage presence, courage. Then you also need some tools that will help you engage with the audience, like telling an amazing story, right? Having a great opening, audience engagement. Those are tools, right? So speaking is just like farming. If you view it that way, you always come across as a very competent speaker, right? Because you'll be very detailed. Okay, okay, this is the aim of my speaking, and to achieve that aim, I need certain tools, I need certain personal abilities. Like, for instance, now, let's say you're going to speak at the burial ceremony. The tools you will need there wouldn't be that you will need to speak at the wedding ceremony, for instance. At the burial ceremony, you can apply personal ability or a tool of like telling a joke. That won't fly, right? Because that is a burial ceremony. Right? So you can't use a wrong tool. Why? Because the aim is to help people, right? Let's say it's a burial, for instance. It's to help people take solace, right? It's to help people feel encouraged. So you can't, for instance, use a tool of like telling a funny story that will make people laugh. That wouldn't fly. So speaking is just like being a farmer. There is an aim to be achieved. And to achieve that aim, you need some personal abilities and some tools. And the reason why you would need these tools and personal abilities in the first place is so you can achieve your aim. So if you go about using those personal abilities and tools without the aim in mind, you will just be beating the air.